Yesterday we have seen what exactly the plagiarism, what are the types of the plagiarism, and what are the case studies of the plagiarism. But whenever we are in the writing of the publication, then research ethics should be maintained, and research ethics should be totally based on the particularly plagiarism. So today we are going to demonstrate you that how you can reduce your plagiarism rate over here with a Turnitin one of the software. First, we will take this particularly hands-on training. Then we will go for the COPE guidelines, that which are the ethical guidelines for the research ethics. So I want to share you with my screen. So here is the software Turnitin. You can see the view of the Turnitin is like this. There are so many softwares, plagiarism checker softwares or plagiarism detector softwares are available in the market. But this is, I feel that this is a very easy software that we can upload the file very easily. We can check out the original file. We can check out the plagiarism, and we can see that from exactly which websites has been plagiarized, what are the paragraphs that has been plagiarized. So this is a paid version of the Turnitin. Without the paid version, you cannot go for the Turnitin. But the free plagiarism softwares are there, but it is necessary that you need to use the proper software like a Turnitin or maybe the UGC care listed softwares. So here is the view that otherwise I will show you from the starting. Okay, you take a new tab, just type on Turnitin, Turnitin. Turnitin software, turnitin.com. You can easily say this one. So first of all, I need to log in for this. So I go for the login. Now you have to put your email address over here, that for which you have purchased the particular login of the Turnitin, and you have to give your password. Then go for the login. Now see this particular screen that on the Turnitin. This is the particularly student enrollment of the instructor class 0223. Such a one of the class is given to you, and on that class every day at 25 documents you can check for the plagiarism. Every day 25 documents. This subscription is all for the 1 year, and in 1 year every day you can check for the 25 documents. I think this is a sufficient amount of the checking that every in the institutes or the academics we can use. So we can click here on a Turnitin instructor class. Now, in the instructor class, you can see over here that this is the sum of the things already I have taken the particularly software over here. Now we will just see that whenever the 100% is there, the red mark is there. That means it is already totally plagiarized. Where is the 12% mark is there, it is a green. That means it will do. Okay, again 24% plagiarized, it will do again. But here one of the thing is that the 0% plagiarism. 0% plagiarism is there. We'll see one of the document over here, that view. Now, you see here, this is a particular research article, and in this research article, you can see easily that here is the number 1, and you can see the color coding, that which are the words, availability of the safe, effective management of the mankind. This is a total 6 words or 7 words come into the total row. You can see in this way you can find that this part is a fragrance. This is a different color. Again, pink is a different color. blue is a different color, red is a different color. These are the different colors, codings are there, and you can see that this part of this particular article has been plagiarized. Now we will see the mark of it, that for this we need to download this particularly plagiarized article. So we go for the download. I show the current view. Now this file is downloaded here. Article PDF is downloaded. We'll see that file. Okay, now this is our article. This article, in this way, we can see the plagiarism in this particular article, and at the last, you can see the report over here. Similarity index report, it is a 66, 65%, internet sources, 24% publications, and 47 student papers. But you need to check this also, because sometimes what happen, this is a 1%, 1% waveharvest.eog, 1% that particularly this is a quickwiki.com, or this one dogplayer.net. Sometimes what happen, we will see this particularly quickwiki.com by right click, and we can see the different website of the different things that which are not totally connected to our particularly website. So we need to check out this, and wherever possible we can paraphrase the things and remove the plagiarism from this. You'll see, just check out one of this website, that either it is a correct website or not. Say this quickiewiki.com. I will put it in a new tab. You can see this is a website of the marketing website, a particular marketing website, which is not the paper research article, it is of the Ayurveda, and this is a particularly marketing website. So this is meaningless to see over here that from this website it is not possible that we have taken some any of the data over here. That's why sometimes it is need to check that either the proper website has been come for us or not. Okay, this is one of the thing. Again, we will see that how we can reduce the plagiarism. So what we do, we will submit one article over here. Okay, we'll submit one article. Process of this, submit the article. Then the file name is yes, it is by default. Submission title, we will say 444 something. Choose from this computer. I have one of the statistical data that I did the statistical analysis for one of the data. So I will take that one file to check the plagiarism. So this is the article moving. Article is there. So I have upload this file to the Turnitin. Now this file is totally uploaded over here. The page number 1, 2, this is a graphical representation. And whatever the interpretation is written over here, it is like this. Okay, so this is a data analysis file. But still, can it gives us the plagiarism report? This we have to check it. So I say confirm, return to the assignment test. The same file, now you can see on the tab, there is a processing. It will take some minutes to process this particular file. But I have already processed this file, so we will check and view this file in the pattern. So the same file is here. This is a plagiarism code I have, it is given, because again and again for the data analysis I am writing the same things. But some common terms are there. source primary data, and this one. You can see like this. Okay, only 22% plagiarism it shows, but it is because of our first paragraph, that whatever I have written in the first paragraph. So first paragraph has a plagiarism. So I close this file, close this file. Now the thing is that now what we do at the first paragraph, I will check, take into the another file. The first paragraph I need to check. So I open this one. So you can see the first one, introduction, the same page is here. I need to change this page because I'm using this particular page again and again and again for my every project. So I need to change this particularly page. So I will go for this particular website. So again I go for here. Now the check is there. You can see resubmit. View the file. See, this is a plagiarism that we can see. Previously also we can see this file, but it shows 85% of the plagiarism. At previously it shows the 22% plagiarism, but it is a green. That's why you can use this particularly file. But now it is only the upper part. It is 85% plagiarism. So what we do, we will re-paraphrase that particular paragraph. So I take this paragraph, I open this file, I take this one paragraph. That introduction part I have taken over here. It can take 1000 words near about. So I put a control C. I will go for the paraphrasing website. This is a paraphrasing website. Okay. Now I go for the paraphraser. This is one of the website which is called as a Rightful X. Rightful X. In the Rightful X AI, you can generate the title. When you have a paper or abstract with you, you can generate the abstract when a paper is with you. You can paraphrase the thing, or the GPT editor is also over here. So what I did, I enter my paragraph over here. The same paragraph which is plagiarized, it is entered over here. Now, I want to go for the high changes of the reparaphrasing. It will take a few minutes. But again, for the Rightful X, you need to again log in from your Google account or of any of the Microsoft account. Now you can see here, 3 types of paraphrasing is given by the tool. This is the one. Again, this is the second. Again, you can see this is the third one. Now you can read this one, and which is you feel appropriate, you can take that one also. Suppose introduction of data include, I will take a second part. Okay, we'll take a second part of it. I feel this is a appropriate content for me, so I take this particularly part. Okay, and I will put it in a check number 2 or check number 3. This is a now paraphrase content over. This is a paraphrasing content. Okay. So again, we'll use it in a proper manner. Okay. And I will keep this file as a check number. Save. Desktop check number 3. Check number 3. Okay, save. Now this paragraph, the previous paragraph has been paraphrased over here. Okay. So I go again for the our things that Turnitin website. Turnitin is here. Now see the previously which file we have uploaded, it is not plagiarized yet. But now we can submit the new file for the check number 3. Submit the file check 3. from this computer. Now I upload this file. See, you can see this file for the uploading. Now see, the previously it shows the 22% plagiarism over here, and now it is a 0. After the paraphrasing the thing, you can see the total plagiarism gone, and it will show you the 0%. That's why you can use this particular paragraph, but we need to read it properly, and we need to form the sentences wherever the missing data is there. Okay, in this way you can check your plagiarism. Again the same thing, suppose you need to add the summarize the things, then you can add it for the paraphrasing, or suppose you want to quote the thing, then the quoting is also possible in the thing. That's why you can avoid the plagiarism from your content. So this is from my side of the Turnitin. Do you have any question on this? Anybody has any question on this? Yes. Otherwise, we'll go for the next one.
Ma'am, can you please explain once again?
Once again,
Yeah.
okay. What the thing you want to explain me? Paraphrasing, or checking the check in a Turnitin.
Check in it.
Check in a Turnitin. Okay. Here, here is the Turnitin software. Okay. When we open the class, instructor class is there. This is the instructor class. When you open Turnitin, then there is a instructor class. I need to click on an instructor class. Okay. When I click on instructor class, in this way, the class homepage is for you. In this, you can check every day, 25 documents for 1 year. Every day, 25 documents for 1 year. Therefore, it is easily accessible. Whatever you are doing your research work, that has been easily accessible in a plagiarism check. So what I do now, I need to put a one another file over here. So I put the button submit. Submit. Now you give any submission title you want to give it. Choose from the computer. Again, we will see the same file because other files are little but big files. So the moving is the one file. Okay, open. When I say moving document is here, what I can submit? Moving document I want to submit. So upload, I say upload. When I say upload, this type of processing is there. Wait till the process has been complete. Now see that your all the things has been complete over here. Page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5. Whatever the document is, it is already there. Check that one first of all. And then confirm. So this is a particular data analysis. So confirm the thing. Confirm. When I confirm, then it will go for the plagiarism. Go for the plagiarism check. I return to the assignment list. Now you can see over here, the file is here, but it is still in the process. Now it is not taken. The same file and we are uploading again and again, so it is not taken over here. It will take some few minutes. So you see here, suppose this is 85%, the file is there. You want to view this file? Any other doubt?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, I have one doubt over here.
Yeah.
Ma'am, here softwares for plagiarism check and all. So ma'am, does now suppose when I'm working on my research project and I am writing it, so in part submission I need to submit a part like 10 pages I need to submit for now. Then in the meantime, as I continue moving forward, I will keep adding to that same document. So ma'am, once I upload my 10 pages for now, whatever I've written, so ma'am,
Hmm.
does that go into any of the repository in any such
No, no,
software
no,
or
no,
tools?
no, no,
No, na?
no,
Okay.
no. It is
So I
just a
won't
check.
get self-plagiarized check. So next time I can keep using my document with more addition in the same document again and again, right, ma'am?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Suppose you have already published one thing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Suppose research article is published on a database or any of the Web of Science or Scopus or anything, then it will come under the plagiarism or the
Yes,
self
ma'am.
plagiarism.
Yes. But not when I am only writing, it does not take it
Yes,
as a
you are
repository.
writing and you are checking the plagiarism. You are writing again, you are adding something and checking for the plagiarism. Okay, the process is going on, but that
Okay.
one is it is not self plagiarism.
Okay, ma'am.
It is not self plagiarism. Whenever you publish the data totally, then it has some copyrights with the publisher or maybe with you. Then the plagiarism content will come. In the process of plagiarism, there is no any doubt.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am,
Yes.
one more thing, ma'am. Maybe I think you said, but I just wanted to confirm, ma'am.
Hmm.
You said that on one day, 25 papers we get to check for. So, ma'am, this is for the free version or the paid version for 25 papers a day?
It is a paid version,
Paid one for 25 papers.
but the payment is not so more. Previously, it was 1,000 rupees. Nowadays, last year it was 1,500 rupees, 1500, and now it is 1800.
Okay, ma'am.
It is not so much cost that for the one year.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can take a student version over here. We don't need full software. We need only the student version for our study purpose or research purpose.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Madam,
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
madam, from where to take this software? From where we can get it?
And you can take it from the publication house. Yes, there is a
Okay.
research support publication house. You can take it from them, from the research support.
Okay.
Our publisher is also with it that they need the journals are there. They give the Turnitin software. But if you want
Okay.
it, I will provide you the link or I will give you the number that they will give you the software.
Okay, ma'am. If you could provide us the link now, we will be able to subscribe that subscription of what you are saying for yearly or quarterly, whatever.
Yearly. Quarterly is not possible,
Okay.
but yearly subscription is
Okay.
possible over here. Yes.
Ma'am,
Okay.
Any,
Okay, ma'am.
yes, yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
ma'am, actually, this software, the
Hmm.
original software, if somebody wants to purchase, that is very costly. It's around
Yes,
6
very
lakhs
costly, sir.
rupees,
Very costly.
6 lakhs, and it is a cloud based. So, what
Yes.
university they do, they buy it, then give the access to the faculty and the students. And some
Faculty.
of the outside, like research group and agency, they also buy it and they give sell the login
Yes,
facility,
sell the lot.
subsidized
Yes,
rate, because we cannot buy
we
as a
cannot buy
researcher
it.
individually. It will be very tough. It's a very
It is
costly
very tough,
thing.
and universities are allowed to purchase that particular software.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, do you have any doubt, or shall we proceed further? Do you have any doubt in the paraphrasing? Because I shown you that how you can other softwares are there like flag cube is there which is used for the paraphraser or any other things are there we can use for the online paraphraser, but here normally I use the rightful x and it is I'm happy with that particular AI that it will give the good results to me. Being an editor of the journal, it is possible for me to use it. So I suggest you to use the rightful X and the other one. So are we clear with the plagiarism part? So we go for further for the COPE guidelines.
Madam, for paraphrasing also we have to pay.
No, 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 no. No, free softwares are there for the paraphrasing. This rightful X is a free.
Okay, thank you.
It is a free. Flag a queue is not free, but some of the softwares are free. Consequences, consensus, it is free also. Connected papers, it is free. Some of the softwares are free and some of the paid. So I stop sharing with this and we'll go for the COPE guidelines. Can anybody know about the COPE guidelines? Can anybody know what is the COPE guidelines? Why we are using the COPE guidelines? What is the use of it? Where we can use the COPE guidelines? Has anybody know about this? So we'll take some time and the last part of the research ethics, that it is a COPE guidelines. Okay, COPE guidelines are the guidelines whenever you want to publish. There are some rules and regulations and ethics and the uh, transparency in the publications. Publications for the authors, publications for the journals, publication for the publisher, publications for the reviewer, publications for the agencies, it is for the repository, and how for the plagiarism also. And all the guidelines are given by this particular COPE guidelines. So the COPE guidelines, those are very important in the research ethics. So basically, what is COPE? COPE, it is a non-profit organization dedicated to the promoting integrity of the research and the publication. Because everybody in all over the world, they are going to publish, they are in the process of publication. Whatever the end point of our research, it is the publication. So it may be book, it may be the article, it may be the manuscript, it may be short note, it may be the blog. All over the things is last thing is that the publication. So there must be some body that should check that either it is a right or wrong, or either the authors is doing the good or not, either the journal publisher is doing the good or not. Journal has some ethical values are there, some standards are there, and who will prepare this standard? The copies prepare this particular standard, because it is a non-statutory body which provides a practical publication ethical guidelines for the editor, publishers, working in all the research disciplines. That means it may be art, science, commerce, engineering, medical, whatever the streams are there, but all the streams covered under the one guidelines, and those are the research guidelines. And this journal editors founded in the 1997. Now COPE has all over the 12,500 members. Members means suppose you have a group of journals with you, then first of all you need to be a part of that COPE. It has ethical guidelines. We need to follow all the ethical guidelines. That's why you will come into the repository. Otherwise you will not come into the repository. That's why being a member for a COPE guidelines, it has a subscription fee of the for fee is in dollars of rupees. Therefore it is not easy for one of the single person to have the COPE member. So the journals, medical journals, engineering journals, scopus, elixir, those all are the following the particularly these COPE guidelines, and they are the members of these guidelines. Suppose you are a member of this particular COPE institutions, then you must have the list of the less than the 500 journals with you. That's why the COPE is there. Now, what is a COPE? It is a charitable company of the guarantee, and 12,500 members are there. All over the country, they are using, and journals and publishers, they are using this particularly COPE guidelines. So this is a regulatory authority of the COPE guideline. So, number of ethics cases seen manually. These are the engineering, mathematics, other sciences, arts, humanities, social sciences, life sciences, medicine sciences. Everywhere the any a mail goes to the COPE digital platform that this is wrong and this is unethical, they will take a charge of it and solve your problem. That is why the citation index or the H index or the item index or the L matrix, it is possible to be with a in a proper manner. That's why the COPE guidelines are there. The COPE membership survey says that it will cover under the so many things. Why we need this particular publication ethics? Because there is a risk in reputation of the management. There is a pressure to publish from the academics that every associate professor and professor has to publish the list of the 3 articles over here. And it is a very poor practice nowadays to publish the data. Again, it has some own self-regulation. The diversity is over there. Some of the lack of knowledge of the publication ethics is in the society. So this particularly COPE giving us a proper guidelines, proper knowledge, proper publication ethics, proper education and the case studies, and will give that you should not be in a ghost authorship, or you should not be in a particular duplication of the things, or you should not be in a fabrication of the data, or you should not be the over salami slicing publications, or you will not be the overlapping publications. So many things are there as a duplication publication. That is why to avoid this all, we select a journal wherever we publish, that the journal should follow the COPE membership. So, in 1997, the COPE guidelines has been founded, and till the date 2023, the cases has been developed. Everywhere the good practices and good things has been developed by the COPE guidelines. So, issues of the important publication ethics today. First of all, we all know that in a publication ethics, lack of training and education is there among the authors and the reviewers. Lack of education and training, everybody know about this, but whenever we start to work, then it is a lack of the education. Lack of training and education in a research ethics among the reviewers is also there. Lack of understanding of the publication ethics is there. Increase of the plagiarism, it is a 55%. Data copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Again, there is a not enough peer reviewers is there, 50%. Increase in the online publication, 43%. Too many papers are submitting to the journals, 36%. So there are so many publication issues are there, and to solve all these publication issues, we need it properly. A single most important data is there, as well as a group data is always here. So these are the publication issues are there. To solve this publication issues, the COPE guidelines are there. Now you can see, we intentionally or unintentionally, but there is error or misconduct or maybe the fraud, and it is very difficult to easily detect and difficult to be detected. That's why the same thing is there. So what they did COPE will did that the what are the wrong observations, wrong analysis, inadequate record keeping, withholding the methods, double or sliced publication. That means suppose you have one thesis, then for every objective you cut it into the parts of the publication. It is a sliced publication. In this way, number of publications for one author has been increased. That's why they put in the sliced publication. The same results are there, but they cut into the different parts. Blast or post hoc versions of the study design. Okay, not using the proper study designs. So whenever we go for the systematic reviews or we go for the meta analysis, easily we can identify that what exactly the differences in the study design. So the ignoring the previous work, does not give the credits, not using the reference managers, or dropping the data points, underserved authorship, that somebody else has been written the paper and somebody else has name on it, unfair reviews, wrong testimony, misuse of the public funds. So many things are there, because whenever you get a public fund, then the research publication is a mandatory for that, and that's why it is misuse of the public funds are there. In this way, the plagiarism, falsification, fabrication, these are all the issues that the COPE will cover. Now, what is the mission of this particular COPE? COPE's mission is to provide through the leadership on a publication ethics and a practical resource to educate and support the editors and the publishers. COPE has given the total, full and final guidelines that can be used by the editors and publication. Membership signals to authors, reviewers, readers that journal uphold the highest ethical standards with the COPE alignments. Whenever we have a journal, any journal, suppose I will take my example that I'm a editor of one of the journal, online journal ijooar.com. This is the journal. It is a international journal of the applied uh, applied research articles. So this is my journal. But when I apply for the COPE, the membership is not possible for me. Okay, that's why whenever I will not get the COPE membership, I will not get for the Scopus index. So the COPE membership, it is a very necessary thing for the editors and the reviewers and the editor nominees. So what is a forum of the COPE? That one of the main benefits of the COPE is a quarterly forum which members can bring the particularly challenging ethics issues to the discussion and the advice. Okay, any of the fraud, it is avoided by the COPE guidelines. Flowcharts. It has given this C1, they have given the forum, they have given their mission, and they are giving the flowcharts. These flowcharts, what are the flowcharts? Those are the decision trees. That suppose any particular.
Ma'am, your screen is not visible.
My screen is not visible.
Your screen is not visible. Yeah, ma'am.
But you have not told me that screen is not visible. Okay.
Now we have put in the chat actually that screen is not visible.
Okay. Just I will share one more. Now my screen is visible or not? Hello?
No, ma'am.
No, madam.
No.
No, ma'am.
Let me find out what happened. We are here only. Screen sharing, I didn't find the screen sharing over here. Okay. Again, I will share the screen. See, now it is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. From where you miss it? Yeah, from starting you miss it.
From starting of COPE guidelines, ma'am.
COPE guidelines. Okay. I will start it again. Okay. COPE guidelines are here. So COPE, it is a non-profit organization. It is dedicated to the promoting integrity of the research. That's why it is a non-statutory body which will help us for the practical publication, and it will give the ethical guidelines for the editors as well as for the publishers. It starts in 1997 and nowadays it has a 12,500 members. But how I can be a member of COPE? It is not possible because you must have a university or you must have any academic institution or you must have any agency or a company. Then only you can be a member of the COPE. This is the thing that because the fees of the COPE is not more but near about $200 etc. Near about $200. The COPE of fees is like this. So, what is a COPE? It is a particularly charitable company limited to the guarantee and it will give you the guidelines of the ethical publications. So, in all over world, all over the countries, it has a different units and this will the trustees of the council members in all over the majority universities and they will follow the COPE guidelines. Like take a simple example of the elixir. They follow the COPE guidelines or a Web of Science, PubMed. All the repositories, they are following the COPE guidelines. So number of ethics cases, this is for the all streams. Nothing stream is there which is ignored over there, but all the streams of the engineering, mathematics, arts, humanities, social sciences, all are the guidelines. They are over here and the ethical guidelines are given over here. Again, publication ethics in a contest that what they do. COPE is what they do. They give the particularly there is the pressure to publish the results from the academics or institutions or the organizations. Okay, there is a community, but there is a lack of how to write a paper, how to review the paper, and the poor quality papers are there. Maybe the duplication of the paper is there, salami slicing papers are there, or the plagiarism is there, fraud is there. That's why these all issues of the ghost authorship is there. Some of the research institutions are there that they help you to write the totally publications over there. In this way, there whatever the fraud is there, that has to be identified by the COPE members. So this is the why it is diverse all over the globe. It has suppose you have a lack of knowledge, then you should must know the publication ethics, and COPE guidelines will give you the publication ethics. Now this is a flowchart that how it is developed. In 1997, it is founded by the people, and nowadays till to 2023, it is there with the first guidelines. So number of all the near about all the authentic journals, those are following the COPE guidelines. So the what are the important issues in the publication ethics today? It is a lack of training and education in the public ethics or the authors or the reviewers. Again, the publishers is also there. So many authors are there. Then what is the hierarchy of that particular authors? This is the issue. Or maybe plagiarism is the issue. Again, not peer reviewers are there. This is the issue because increase in online publications. These are the some of the issues, and these all issues are covered by the COPE guidelines. So this is the staircase of the misconduct. The misconduct will start with it may be unintentional or non-intentional, but there is an error or misconduct or the fraud which cannot be detected sometimes. But and it is sometimes it is difficult to detect it. But the still the things are there like a wrong observation tables are there, wrong analysis or inadequate record keepings are there, withholding method details is there, double sliced publication is there, or biased postdoc study designs are there. When we do the systematic reviews, then we will understand this. Take an example like that. Some of the suppose they doubted that they have any fraud over there. They ask for the total case papers that you did this clinical trial, then give us the case papers. In the case papers, you can understand either the person has been done the proper clinical trials or not. In this way, they ask for the data, and this will go. In this way, there is a staircase of the misconduct. That is a plagiarism, falsification, fabrication. It is a type of staircase. So what is the mission of the COPE? Why this statutory body has been come into the existence? That to provide the leadership to the publication ethics. Because at the end, we are going to publish it. Whatever the research data is there, at the end, we are going to publish it or in the final format. And this final format should be for this final format there should be the education of the research ethics. So COPE guidelines prepare the highest ethical standards in the research publishing, and that will support to the journals and the publishers as well as the authors. So this APA supports now the membership of the COPE. Take a Elixir, take a APA, take a all over the highest journals are there, highest impact factor journals are there. They are following the COPE guidelines. So what is a forum? That one of the main benefits is COPE is a quarterly forum to the members which can particularly challenging the ethical issues. They discuss and they advise all over the globe. Again, they are given the flow charts. I will show you the one of the flow chart and how the flow charts are here. The flow charts, they near about they give the 30 flow charts. The available in a multiple languages. So many languages is over there and they give the flow chart. That is why any editor or any publisher can understand how to solve this particularly problem. That's why the plagiarism check or flow charts is available over there. Again, the case studies are also there. In that particularly COPE guidelines, you can see the particularly cases are also there. Reading the cases also, we can understand that what should be done and what should not be done over here. COPE guidelines provides us the series of the e-learning modules designed for the editors and publishers who want to improve their understanding in publication ethics. That is what is conflict of interest or the authorship or practical guidelines to detect, prevent and handle the misconduct. This particularly e-learning sessions has been conducted by the COPE. So there is a always COPE audit is there. COPE also provide the journal checklist. This journal checklist will follow by all the journals, and that's why the journal audit tool is there and ensures that the particular journal meets to the best practice or particular journal is an authentic journal. So it is given again the sample letters. Writing to the authors or the reviewers about the potential misconduct is a difficult task. So COPE has developed a series of sample letters to assess the case. Suppose you have a case in your mind, then how to write to the COPE? This is the sample letters the COPE has been given over here. Again, webinars. COPE also gives the webinars and the emerging issues in the publication ethics. So the growing problem of the publication or growing problem of the publication ethics will cover by the diverse editorial board with a particularly in the webinars of the COPE guidelines. So APA supports the membership of the COPE and other all journals they are supporting to the COPE. Again, you can see here, this is a chart that what they do totally. The forum of discussion of cases is here. They discuss the case and who is the proper author or who is the proper publisher or to credit gives to who. Contact council for the advice, seminars, workshop conducted by the COPE, webinars conducted, online learnings conducted, audit is conducted, sample letters are there, personalized COPE logo is there, stand for the council. They stand for the ethical councils. All the ethical councils has to follow the COPE guidelines. So, allegations of the misconduct. Journal should have clearly described the process of handling allegations. Some journals don't have the process of handling the allegations, but the COPE has given the guidelines to how to cover the allegations. Handling the allegations in the research misconduct. Preliminary stage, 2 university officers from investigatory committee interview respondent, complainant, all the review evidence, and aim to shift the decisions to the prima facie case. The university officers they come together and to find the case, and the formal committee is there for the 3 researchers must include the one external to the university, and all the experts give the advice and thorough case has been discussed and give the particularly justice to the author. Again, sometimes what happen, the COPE has these key challenges. As a, some anonymous complaints are there, reporting respondents are there, non-standard cases are there, or the transparency and confidentiality is there. In this way, there are some key challenges that COPE has to follow. This is the one is the case that we need to discuss over here, that how the COPE has been given the solution to this case. So this case, we I'm reading this case. You can also read with me, that we are handling a manuscript that is now ready for the acceptance. During the review process, noticed that one co-author has surname 999, and this co-author and the two others has affiliation as an independent researcher. We asked the corresponding author what this meant, but the answer is that the names of one of the three authors, including 999, were pseudonymous. The paper was based on the competition. So corresponding author explained that they had utilized the pseudonyms and participating as they had taken the part of independent researchers working on a personal interest outside the company in their office hours. They wish to continue to do so even upon receiving the recognition. They stated that they fulfill the ACMI's authorship criteria and are the real individuals. They welcome the advice how to proceed to pseudonymous not be appropriate. So, question to the case study. Please, any someone's mic is on. Please stop. So the question to the council is that, can the co-author use the pseudonym on a published paper? Yes. Do the given circumstances justify this? And if yes, should the pseudonyms authors reveal the real identities to the editor? This is the question to you also, and you need to solve the case. So, can the co-authors use the pseudonyms on a published paper? Can anybody tell me the answer of this? Is it possible? It is a real case or independent researcher? Can be anybody the independent researcher and with a surname 999. 999. So this is the case. They have been discussed. So we'll see what is the answer of this. So COPE Council was unanimous to the feeling that the use of pseudonyms is not warranted in the case. The person is not there. The transparency and accountability are the case of scholarly publishing, and readers should know that who authored the paper and are responsible for it. So transparent authorship is also necessary for the full disclosure of the potential conflicts of the interest or the bias. If necessary, then the author should state that the work was done independently of their institution, but the affiliation should be disclosed either with their name or the COI statement. So the latter course, it is taken up to the journal to decide whether this particularly made to the public or whether the listed as an independent researcher. There are cases where these appropriate authors use the pseudonyms, but this would be making their identity public, could lead to scenarios like the arrest or violence against them. So it does not seem that the case is here. The scenario is like this. However, editor of chief should be informed the author's names, and in case authors feel that disclosing their names will violate the work agreement. In this way, the case has been solved by the COPE Council. This is another case study that the corresponding author and the two co-authors submitted a paper to our journal, and the article was published due to the process of reviewing. But after publishing the paper, a student contacted us to say that paper was totally derived from master's thesis. The research journal's research ethical committee heard the case and it was confirmed that the paper has been extracted from the thesis. So all the authors listed on the authors as a ghost authors. So committee decided to retract the paper and publish it with the name of the original author. However, the original author is not willing to publish it in this journal. So the question for the co-counsel is that please guide us for the solution, either to withdraw the paper or either to retract the paper. What should we do in this case? Can you tell me what should do in this case? So see, what is the answer of all this? This seems to the case is totally plagiarism rather than ghost authorship. It seems that the clear that the name of the author's article are not original authors and the true author did not give the permission of the publication. In this case, journal is to follow the decisions to retract the article from the guidelines. They are giving the names of the author opportunity to comment on their circumstances. So this particularly guidelines is saying that we need to retract the paper from the journal over here. So this is a peer reviewed process that whenever we submit an article to the thing, then the three reviewers are there. They review your article, check the plagiarism first, and they will accept the paper.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
ma'am, if it so happens that the paper is already published in the
Yes.
journal, and after that, the original researcher approached to the editorial board that it is taken from my work, but you have not cross-checked and you have published, or maybe that the work is not on the internet, or maybe the work is in the hard copy. Okay, so Turnitin software also cannot detect if it is in the hard copy printed. Okay, so they checked it, editorial board checked it, and they could not find out any plagiarism. But later on, this original researcher approached to the editorial board that you have published it in your journal, already published,
Yes.
but this
Yes.
is my work. What should be done, ma'am, in this case?
They need to give the evidences. They need to attach the evidences where it is published.
No, suppose the person.
Either for the degree purpose or for the.
No, suppose the person already provides it.
Dissertation.
It is a clear case. It's a clear case that the authors have taken from that researcher work. It is established. Then what?
That's right.
Then what will be done for that? Because it is already published and circulated. How you
It
can
is
retract?
already and published and circulated. Then suppose a person or a author whose thesis is that and whose research work is that, if he claim for that, then they need to retract the paper.
How
from
they will do it?
everywhere where it is.
Hard copy circulated everywhere, and they have to give any kind of declaration that this is
No,
done.
sir. Still, they have to give the apology letter as well as they need to retract the paper. And in the next issue, they need to publish that this article is taken from this article.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
This should not be considered for the Google Scholar or maybe the
Okay,
Scopus.
okay. Right, ma'am. Yes, yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am. Correct.
Now, this is for the COPE guidelines, but I want to share you some of the flow charts over here that we can understand the COPE guidelines.
Ma'am, one small doubt from my end. Ma'am, could you just explain a little bit more about peer review papers? How does that happen? Yes, ma'am.
Peer review papers, whenever a peer reviewed process is there, okay, suppose you submit an article to the editor, then the first work of the editor is that at the editorial check is there. Editorial check, first of all, they check for the plagiarism, or are they going to accept the paper. Secondly, editor will check that what is my topic of the journal and your paper is relevant to my topic or not. First of all, this check is by the editorial. Suppose your topic is relevant to that particular journal and it is not plagiarized, the plagiarism check is the first. Then it is not plagiarized, then the paper is sent to the three reviewers independently. Now there is an online processes for the review. Therefore, the three reviewers will get this particular paper. and everybody has to give the opinion about that. Either the paper is accepted or accepted with the corrections or rejected. Three things are there. Suppose three of the reviewers has rejected the paper, then editorial board will not consider for the publication, but this will may take 3 months, 4 months, 1 year, as per the depends upon the journal. Okay, but two of the reviewers is given the acceptance, but one of the reviewer has not given the acceptance and he has given the suggestions. Still the suggestions has been given to the author and necessary changes has made by the author and resubmit the paper to the editor. And after this process of the reviewer check, they need to give a consent form to the editor. First of all, they need to follow the copyright form. They need to give the consent to the form to the editor, and after the consent, the editor will publish your paper. This is a process what we call as a peer reviewed process. That why from different reviewers are there from the different fields. So this is a peer review process, totally peer review process.
And ma'am, this will be followed in every journal. Like every journal
Yes,
will
and
have the same.
that is why the COPE guidelines are there. If you are following the COPE guidelines, the review process should be there. And there are the guidelines for the reviewer how to check the paper. Either the reviewer is from the same field, either he has that expertise knowledge, either some fake journals are also there. You everybody know about this, that now there are the fake journals which are called as a predatory journals. But you can, if you open the website, you can find the UGC care listed journals or predatory journals. Then there is a list of predatory journals, but you cannot publish the paper in a predatory journal. Suppose your paper is published in a predatory journal, then your count is not there. Your H index is not there. Your item index is not there. Your citations are not there. You are not recognizing as a researcher. You are not recognizing as a research student or the scientist. That's why whatever you want to publish it in a authentic journal. So
Thank you, ma'am.
yes. So I want to show you the flow chart. So you can see this is one of the thing. I'll open this one. You already seen this. What is the core practices of the COPE? Okay. What are the COPE practices? Allegations of the misconduct. Okay. They have described process of the handling allegations, but sometimes
Again, we are not able to see your screen.
again the screen is not visible.
Yes, no, ma'am.
No. Okay. Now it is visible.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, I will close this one. Now it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So you can see here, first one, allegation of the misconduct covered by COPE guidelines, authorship and contributorship. Okay. What is the rules and regulations to be author, first author, second author, third author, and what is your contribution? That should be guideline by the COPE. Again, complaints and appeals are there about the journal or any conflict of interest is there that has been handled by the COPE. Again, data and reproducibility, the accountable data registration of CTRI, that should be there. A standard practice is given the guidelines by the COPE. The CTRI registration is the part of the COPE guidelines. Again, ethical committees are there but there are rules and regulations of the ethical committee, and that those committees has been handled by the COPE guidelines. Again, they are supporting to the intellectual property, that is IPR. It is supported by, they supporting to the peer review process, post publication discussions, and the journal management. This is one of the thing that the COPE has been covered. Again, I will show you that what is a flow chart of it. So, suppose author alleges other reviewers misconduct. If author says that my paper is a correct and reviewer has not reviewed it properly, reviewer has not reviewed it properly, and my paper has to be accepted, then what will happen? So that's why they are given this particularly flowchart, that retrieve the files, open the review for the reviewer's identity disclosed to the anonymous review, give the paper to the third person or the third reviewer or the another reviewer, and again check that particular review process and publication abstracts, again check, and suppose the third reviewer will appear it is a well or it is a good, then you can accept for the satisfactory explanation, discuss with the author and publish the paper. Okay, and in this case that reviewer which has not done well his work has been particularly removed from the data. Okay, in this way the ethical guidelines are given in a flowchart. So this is the one of the flowchart. Now this is, you can see the publication ethics and related ethical editorial policies. You can see over here. A total COPE guidelines are given, corrections, data, misconduct, everything. Policies of the journal, it is given here. I will show you the COPE guidelines. My screen is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, COPE, the Committee of Publication Ethics, guidelines by the COPE. Now you can see here, these are the guidelines. What is about the COPE, the information is here. The guidelines is over here. Ethics toolkit is given here. Editorial board participation, what is editorial board participation is there. You can click any of the thing over here and you will get the particularly principle of transparency, journals based practice. You'll see one of the guidelines. Then there are the some key points. These are the key points that has to follow, and the ethical oversight is given, intellectual properties is also given, and are there also the cases is also given over here. So in this way you can see the COPE guidelines. There is a need to read the COPE guidelines for the PhD scholars and the PG scholars. That's why there should not be any unethical practice over there. We need to create the original data. The content data should be the original. The original data will give you the particularly authentication for the publication. So this is from my side. So is there any doubts? Uttara Agre madam, tell me what's the question?
Madam, no question. That a hand was raised earlier. Thank you.
Okay, ठीक है. So if you can find any of the doubt, you can ask me.
Ma'am, I had a doubt regarding Turnitin.
Yes, ma'am.
So when we put the in Turnitin, certain very frequently used words like maybe even abstract or an introduction, or those also get captured by Turnitin.
These are captured by the Turnitin, but
Huh.
ma'am, it is
Huh.
a part of common knowledge, so we should not consider it as a plagiarism case.
But it increases the similarity index. No, like I'm just giving one example, but inside
Hmm.
the paragraph also, like certain very commonly used words
Commonly
come.
used terminologies are there. That's why wherever
Uh,
the common knowledge is there, we should not go for it. We should just ignore the things over there.
but if it is above 10%, then what to do? Because it'll capture these also, no?
This the data, whenever the Turnitin gives you, it is not up. 10% is acceptable, ma'am.
Okay, so we can just ignore these frequently
Yes.
used. That's
Frequently
not a
used
problem.
words should be ignored over there.
Okay, and sometimes even the author's name gets captured as if it is a like a similarity.
They may have the publication, that's why they will come under the similarity index.
So
But
all
that
the
should be
10,
also ignored or put it in a quotation mark.
so we
Author's
can
name,
use the quotation
put
mark.
it a quotation mark over there. That's why it will
Oh,
not come under the plagiarism.
okay, ma'am.
Quoting marks.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, ma'am.
So this is from my side. If you have any doubt, you may ask me. I think we covered the part of plagiarism as well as the COPE guidelines. Has anybody has a doubt?
Madam, we want notes or PPT.
You want notes? COPE guidelines notes you want, or you want the plagiarism notes?
Both, both.
Both the notes you want. Okay, I will share you that. I will share to the Bulanath sir, Bulanath Datta sir, and they will share you this particularly flow charts. That what I have shown you.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you please repeat again that paraphrasing tool name which you were using?
It is a rightful X. Rightful X. I will show you. It
Rightful.
is a rightful X. Yes, I'll show you here. It is a rightful X. You can see over here. Rightful X. WRITEFULL X.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Hmm.
It's free, ma'am.
Yes, sir. It is free.
Okay, ma'am.
You can also generate the title over here. You can abstract the generator is over here. We'll take this abstract generator over here. Okay. Suppose your paper is here. Generate the abstract. Just will paste your paper from your introduction up to the conclusion. So I will take one paper. We'll take the same paper for the movie in the statistical work. Where is that paper? Okay, this one. I want to write a abstract. This will not come over here because this is a totally data analysis part. Take this one. Suppose I want to write abstract of this paper. Just use the copy paste. Generate the abstract. Your text is too short because it needs a longer text over here, a full paper of the 10 pages. The paper is not here for the 10 pages. That's why it is not given the abstract over here. But we can generate the title over here. Information. This is a part. You can generate the title too. But this is possible because login is not here. So this is, I need to log in the things. So So anybody has any doubt? Polanath sir,
Yes,
are you here?
Madam,
yes, ma'am.
Yes sir.
Madam, please share the link of Research Publishing House to subscribe Turnitin software.
Okay, I will share you the number.
Okay.
I'll share you the number in a chat. 8149715541. This is a number of research support. They will give you the Turnitin software. You have taken the number 8149715541. You can give the reference of me also. So,
Ma'am,
yes,
I have a question regarding CTRI registration.
yes, madam.
Actually, we are trying since last 2 months, but they are
From
not
2 months.
accepting the letter we have. Yeah, but they are not accepting the letter of college which we got from the college
Hmm?
for title approval because of the because we got the letter in 2021.
Hmm?
University approved it in 2023
Hmm?
July.
Okay.
So the CTR, when we upload that letter,
Have you
no,
uploaded the
so
ethical
the
committee
message
letter?
come ki it's a outdated letter.
So you need to
Yeah, we
regenerate
uploaded
again
committee
that
letter.
letter for the latest letter. Have you uploaded
So we
all the
have to take
documents
it
over
from
there?
college itself
Ethical?
again.
Yes, yes, again the letter from the college. Because after the
Okay, 'ma'am.
7 years,
Okay.
your approval has been discarded by the university. There is only a time limit for to complete your PhD or the MD. It is a 7 years. After 7 years, it is discarded.
No, no, it's not 7 year, ma'am. It's
It is
not
not
7 year. We
7 year, but
got letter in
till
2021 November.
November. But still, you need to take a
Yeah.
letter from the college, and also the ethical committee letter over there to get your CTRI registration.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Have you completed your form of the CTRI properly?
Yes, ma'am. We have completed, but when we upload that letter, no, the message will come. It's
Okay,
outdated letter.
okay, okay. Then you regenerate the letter from the college and upload it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
Actually,
Yeah,
regarding
madam,
the
this is Dr.
CPR
Yes,
only.
this is in the same in what Dr. Kalpana spoke in that regard. I also
Hmm.
wanted to
Yes,
talk
yes,
to
ma'am.
you, madam. I have completed all the procedure of a
Hmm.
CTRI, and madam, I am working in some other
Hmm.
college, but I'm doing PhD from some other
Hmm.
college. So the sample size I'll be taking from my working college,
Hmm.
madam. So, when I'm showing the ethical committee letter of the college where I'm doing PhD,
Hmm.
even that also they are showing objections. They are telling, no, you have to take
Have you,
the,
no, no, listen, ma'am.
yeah,
Do you completed the ethical committee of the your home college as well as the college where you are doing your PhD? Both colleges ethical letter is necessary for this, and
both the,
no objection letter is also there. That college
no,
has no objection letter for the that you are doing in the home college, doing clinical trials or anything in a home
okay.
college.
So, both the things I need to
Both the
generate,
things
madam.
you need. You need to follow the both ethical committees from the home college as well as the college where you are doing your PhD. Then only they will accept the you use CTRI number.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am,
yes, Upara ma'am.
actually, I have done all the process of CTRL successfully, but means they means the date which where when we have to fill the data regarding the cases. So
Hmm.
at the time of that date when we need to fill the lab diagnosis or the details regarding the sample size research.
Yes.
So I visited that site, logged over there, but I didn't found any sort of means column or any sort of certain sockets means where to fill that data. Then means
No,
it
you
is
need to. No, no, there is no such a portal in that CTRI portal. There is no such a tab that you can put your pathology laboratory things. Okay, just you need to give the project report whenever you have been completed. To complete
after
the
a whole
project and
completion of
all,
3 years, then I have to submit just the report, or ma'am.
yes, when
At
you
the end of
have your CTRI number, then complete
hmm,
your study, complete your
hmm,
clinical trials. Afterwards,
hmm,
project report will be generated, and that
hmm.
project report has to be given to the CTRI only.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
There is no need in between that can you can give the lab testing and pathology testing over there.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Madam, whether to submit 6 months report to CTRI after registration is done?
I don't know, ma'am, about this. That how much time that will take for the complete clinical trials. I don't know. I will ask anybody, then I will tell you about this.
Because they have made that you have to submit 6 months report of RCT.
Yes, RCT trials are there, then you need to submit it. The six
Okay,
monthly progress report. Progress report you need to submit, ma'am.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. So are we done with our queries all? Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I think it is done. So, my duty to conclude the workshop. And once again, thank you all the participants for joining this 2 days workshop on plagiarism. The first day was, in case, very interesting with a lot of questions and to test our understanding on the subject. And the second day, especially the Turnitin software and so many other tools, AI tools, and along with that, the COPE guidelines also. It was very interesting and a lot of new inputs for all of us. So definitely we'll ensure that we avoid plagiarism in the best possible way, and
To
whoever
create
needs any
ethical
support
guidelines.
or need to be in touch with ma'am, you can ask me, or you can directly approach to ma'am for any kind of support, because that's very important. The post workshop support is very important. because most of the places, no, it happened and that's all. It ends then and there. So in that case, no exact value additions may not be there. So I request all of you, please approach to ma'am, and ma'am is, always welcome, always welcome all of you to know any assistance you need. Ma'am will be able to provide to you. And it's a great pleasure that we have Anjali ma'am with us yesterday and today, and we'll schedule one more workshop in this particular area, and you can share your views, which are the areas no you need some kind of workshop. I think that would be great. I'll open up the group because this is no moderated till now to restrict the number of interactions, and now I'll open that group. So you need know any kind of inputs, or you want to discuss something among yourself, you can do it in the group itself. And your certificate, no, through email you will receive. I think today is Thursday. I think by Sunday night it will be there. And sometimes it lands up in spam because I'm sending so many emails from my email ID. So Google automatically AI detects like spam. So I've seen that most of the times. So in that case, you can send me no in the WhatsApp. Okay, you can send privately message. I'll send you. No problem. Absolutely. Since no long time back, see this online workshop we started during the time of COVID. Okay,
COVID, yes.
London when all the classes started happening online,
But
and we
it
could
is
see
happening
that.
online and it is beneficial to the students.
Yes, ma'am. I could see that there
Yeah.
is a huge opportunity to connect with the interested, those who want to know, and there are many good resource people around the world. Because I am based at Bangalore, ma'am is there in Maharashtra. We are able to meet online, and with all of you, we are able to interact. I think in our no leisure time, in our convenient time in the evening.
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty and the power of being online. And let us take it forward. Thank you so much, ma'am, uh,
Thank you,
for
sir.
sharing
Sir,
your
we
knowledge.
want Max number, mobile number.
Yes, yes, ma'am. You can type in the chat box your
Okay, sir.
mobile number, and I'll open up the group also. You can directly, ma'am is also there in the group. You can reach there also. No problem. Okay, let this association know move ahead. I think that's the best way how we can help each other. And thank you once again, ma'am. Last sentence from your side, then we'll conclude this formally.
Okay. Gmail.com. If you have any query, you can mail me on this particularly email ID startsangel@gmail.com. So basically, I want to thank to the president, our president of the Knowledge Cafe, and as well as a founder of the MTC Global. That is a founder of MTC Global, and it is a worldwide, and they are giving the so much opportunities to the faculties, advisors, entrepreneurs, solo entrepreneurs, and so many things are there. That last year in the 2023, I got the award from the MTC Global also.
Yes, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
happy for it, sir.
Thank you so
But
much, ma'am. You deserve it. Okay, we are
yes,
honored that we could give it to you. It's the other way around, and it's a
yes,
pleasure. And the
yes.
success today of MTC Global is a collective success
But it
stories.
is the efforts of you, sir.
No,
And
someone should.
we are coming at the international conferences. Then we
Mm,
meet many of the people from the
correct.
Korea, from the Japan,
Yes,
from the
ma'am.
Pakistan, from the other countries, and we are so happy that your efforts is really beneficial to
Yes,
all.
ma'am. It's thank you so much, ma'am, for your
So
support.
I
And
say that frequently we can have these particular sessions.
definitely.
My students are here, some PhD scholars are
Yes,
here.
yes, many are
They are always
there.
in touch with you, and whatever the research writings are there, you give them the email. That's why they can join you
Definitely,
as well.
definitely. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
Thanks
you,
to all
sir.
of you. Bye bye. See you in our next
Take
workshop.
care.
Thank you once again.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.